What's going on, guys? I'm super stoked to be out here again in the winter backpacking, and I'll tell you what, tonight's going to be fun. I'm going to be building a snow shelter. I'm going to be using my hot tent stove inside of it, and I'm going to be cooking on the hot tent stove. So let's get to it. I've got to go get 4 posts for my shelter tonight. That ought to do. Whoa! Dude, it's turning out awesome, but it's a lot of work. Gotta keep going. Man, that sun coming out is gorgeous and well welcomed. It's been getting a little chilly out here. All right, so I made this raised area for a bed. Got a little shelf in the corner right there, just for some, headlamp or whatever. Home sweet home. That'll work. Just a little sneak preview of the humble abode. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stick right here in the snow, so when I climb out, I can use it to get out of this hole. I hit ground. That should work. That stove, because it's a backpacking stove, it's very shallow, so I can only use about 10-inch long pieces of wood, and so just got to cut shorter lengths. So I'm gonna start cutting. Got a pretty good bundle of wood to burn. Whenever I use my hot tent stove, I bring one of these little aluminum foil pans, I guess is what it is, a little tray, and it just folds up really flat, so it just slides right in my backpack. I like to bring these because I use it, one, to cook on, which I'm going to do tonight, but also I use it to set my wood on if I'm on snow, so that I can keep it dry and it'll hold it off the ground, and it goes underneath the hot tent stove and helps to dry out the wood. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set up my hot tent stove now and just get it ready for when I want to get some heat going in here. This thing's pretty easy to set up, which is really nice. Just unfolds and it just snaps together, just with these little things that just kind of slide right here. I've just put the top on right here, and then it also just has these little things that just kind of spin around and they just latch. So that's all put together, and then it's got these legs that come out on the bottom right here. It's frozen. Ha! Already. There it is. Gonna go ahead and get the chimney now. You have to be really careful with this chimney, just because it's very thin metal, and it'll do a good number on your fingers if you're not careful. But it's kind of nice because once you burn it in, it just like you pull it out and it folds up. So then it's got these rings also that you put on, help hold it, and then you just slide them down. Just got to put on the spark arrestor here, put it up through the hole. All right, now that I've got the chimney going through the chimney jack, I can get my stove situated. There we have it. I'm just chilling down here in my this big pit. I went outside of this just a few minutes ago, and boy was it cold. I came back in here and it's nice and I wouldn't call it warm, but it's definitely doing a pretty good job. I'm super excited to be able to get my hot tent stove going and cook some dinner and then just chill out the rest of the night. This little hot tent stove is pretty awesome for just getting out and having something different to do when you're out in the winter time or just in the off seasons and you're okay to pack in a little bit extra weight. All right, the fire's ripping and I'm ready to cook. Got a nice steak here. Brought some seasoning for it. I'm super stoked for this steak. It's sizzling and I'm getting hungry. Oh man, that steak is looking awesome. All right, time to eat. Awesome. Well, it's that time again. It's been a great night. I'm gonna turn off the camera, try and get some sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh man, well, another cozy night in the UGQ Bandit top quilt, 20 degree. Let's just see what it got down to last night. Felt pretty cold. Oh yeah, it got down to 7.5 degrees last night. So yeah, still pretty stoked on this 20 degree top quilt and how well it performs. Anyway, the sun's coming out and I'm gonna get out of here and start packing up and head out. I will say that this hot tent stove does not retain heat very well, being made out of titanium, but it's pretty nice to have for just an option of different type of stove and to be able to cook on and provide some warmth. Well, this was my humble abode last night. Made this little bed right here in it to sleep on. I kind of made it a little concave so my pad didn't slide off because it was turning into an ice rink basically. And so that worked really well to keep me centered on that little raised area. Yeah, just had a great time and I'm ready to get out of here. Well, I'm hiking out. Had a great night, stayed warm, and enjoyed my time out here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, think about doing that. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Stay safe out there.